Mr. Hunter, my wife and I have separated. We've lost all interest in each other physically. Our credit card debt got too high. We were always arguing. The love is just gone. We both love our children. We're pretty good parents. She wants me to take every other weekend. Can you help me? Well, the answer is yes. And I could answer this question for the female, and maybe I'll do a video for that. The custody law, the initial custody law in divorces and allocation cases, was virtually completely rewritten just a couple of years ago. And I went to a seminar with some of the preeminent family law attorneys in the state. It was at WVU College of Law, and I was privileged to speak on law office management. I got the last session for Friday evening, right before happy hour. And but in this session on the new custody law, I asked the question of the speaker, is the new default 50-50? And her answer was a reluctant yes. And I saw her look around the room at three attorneys I knew who had combined experience of almost 150 years, and I saw they were nodding back at her. So the model from 40 years ago that the mother always gets custody and the dad is only the visiting parent and has to have her permission even to see the children's school and medical records is gone. The primary caretaker rule of 25 years ago, in which the person who did most of the care of the children, that's anything above 50%, would get primary custody with a couple weekends to the other, that's gone. The caretaking functions percentages in which the parties would share the children approximately in the proportion of the services they provided before the separation, that's gone. And now a parent can expect to share the children 50-50 unless, number one of the parents is not fully fit. Number two, you can convince the judge to a reasonable degree of certainty that a 50-50 parenting plan would be contrary to the child's best interest. Looking at this from the point of view of the mother, I call it the new girlfriend and paternal grandmother child custody bonanza surprise. From the point of view of the father, I see it as the chance for redemption, the chance to stop and look back and realize all the time you missed working those 60 and 70-hour weeks, the time you missed going hunting and fishing on your own and leaving your wife to take care of those kids, all of the times you could have been preparing meals and other things, but you didn't know how to do it. And if you can convince a judge you're ready to do that, the new custody law is going to let you have 50-50. So let's call it a new ball game. I'm enjoying learning how to rewrite the script and renegotiate these plans. I have at least one colleague who comes to mediation and says 50-50. You say, well, let's talk about it. They say 50-50. I say, well, this particular child needs this or that. They say 50-50. And we walk out of the mediation failed because the other side does not come there to do anything but demand exactly what they want. We don't do that. If we're going to insist on 50-50, we need to assure the other side the reasons that we've got that will benefit the children. And if grandma's going to be involved in caring for the children, that needs to be factored in and not hidden or pretended otherwise. And the new girlfriend who's willing to help a guy cheat and date a married man and break up a marriage, how long is she going to stay in the lives of those children? These are the kinds of things that we need to discuss, both in the representation, the preparation for mediation, and during the mediation.